my channel. So today's video is going to be about why I'll never own rats again. Rats are one of my favorite rodents, and I've said that before, that they are my favorite rodent, and I do love them. But as much as I love them, there are things that I wish I'd known before getting them. All three of my rats have had problems. One has passed, which I will talk about. You guys know already, but so I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to talk about the reasons why I'll never own rats again, as much as I do love them, but I will not. So the majority of rats are born with a bacteria called mycoplasma. In genetically susceptible rats, this can cause upper respiratory infections and other infections. This is what the bacteria looks like. So these infections can come on suddenly, especially if your rat is stressed. My rat Laverne passed away from an upper respiratory infection. She was only 9 months old, and it turned into pneumonia, which was most likely caused by the bacteria. It was worse and it was hard to treat. Oh, I'm in my storm shelter filming this, and Taki just jumped up and scratched me while I was, okay. This is very hard to treat, and even if she had made it, it would have been chronic, which means she would probably get the infection again. Like, I don't know how to, she would most likely get frequent infections afterwards due to it, even if she had made it through it. But my other two rats, I will talk. If you don't know the problems my other two rats had, I will talk about it. But all of our rats are from a breeder, so they're not from a pet store. But this bacteria is present in most rats, and if one of your rats is sick, you will notice probably your other rats will get sick. So try and keep them separated. Another thing that is common in rats is cancerous and non-cancerous tumors. My rat Angelica does have a pituitary tumor, which she's had it for a while. She does have medication to treat it, but it will most likely shorten her already short life of 2 years. She just bobs her head because of it all the time. And my last rat I'm going to be talking about, which all three of my rats have had problems, but the next one is Baby Jane. Her teeth are always getting ingrown. We provide them with chews to chew on, but she does have malocclusion on like her cheek and her tooth. So her teeth don't like touch or align properly, so no amount of chews will help. We have to take her to the vet to get them trimmed, and we have to do this very frequently. It depends on how bad it gets. Sometimes the malocclusion will cause like an abscess, and we have to get that lanced, but if we catch it soon enough, like, we can just get her trimmed. But most of the time there is an abscess there as well. That's like part of the malocclusion. But rats, another reason why I'll never own them, is not only is it hard to go through this, like everything, knowing that they have this bacteria that they could get at any time, get a respiratory problem and just go downhill. Like Laverne, she was only 9 months. She's still, like, she should have lived 2 years or more, even 2 years, but Baby Jane has to go like every 3 weeks. We used to take her like every month, and lately it's been like every 3 weeks, just a vet appointment to go get her teeth trimmed. And most of our vet bills are Baby Jane's teeth. Like, she's just literally the most expensive pet. The rats, with their constant health problems, we obviously always take them to the vet for it. We're very good about keeping Baby Jane's teeth trimmed, and it's just a lot. She is the most expensive pet I've ever had, like more than the ferrets, the dogs, like just the amount of problems that I've had, that they've had, just all. So you guys can see, as much as I love rats, how cuddly and smart and just how cute they are. They're so sweet, but it has made me rethink getting more rats after Baby Jane and Angelica are gone. But I don't want to discourage you from getting rats if you want them. Just keep in mind everything, that mostly all rats do have this bacteria, so keep an eye out for like any signs of respiratory infection. Constantly be checking their health, their teeth, everything. They're just very prone to a lot of things, like Angelica's pituitary tumor and everything. You can see how prone they are to tumors, so this is something to keep in mind. And rats are prey animals, so they tend to hide their sickness, and you might not notice until it's too late. Laverne got sick very suddenly. But yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to discourage any of you from getting rats. If you want them, just really keep an eye on their health. Know that they're prone to those things, and know that vet bills can get pretty high. Just be aware of all that. I hope that you don't find this video like depressing, but more educational, so that you guys might know what I didn't before getting rats. So I hope this is helpful if you were considering getting rats, and also now you guys know why I'll never own rats again. I'm sure you guys were confused as to why. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I mentioned everything that I wanted to say in this video, but I hope you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you next week. Bye!